Good evening, this is Chad Flunderman. President Nixon has just announced his resignation from the executive position.
Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Vice President Ford will be sworn in as president at that hour in this office.
A myriad of damning evidence has led to this point. Here's a compilation of our news report on the past 2 years of this long scandal.
Good evening, America. A new developing story here on June 17, 1972. A group of 5 burglars have reportedly broken into the DNC headquarters at the Watergate building. There are many strange circumstances surrounding the investigations. One of the findings uncovered is that the burglars had mint condition $100 bills with consecutive serial numbers. In other news, stick around for later tonight for an interview with the cast of Francis Ford Coppola's new film, The Godfather. Good evening, folks. A new developing story here on August 1st, 1972 has arisen from 2 Washington Post reporters investigating the Watergate break-in named Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. They claim to have found a check worth $25,000 for one of the 5 burglars. The reporters also claim to have an inside source. They have a man who thinks he can bring Nixon down to his knees, a man under the alias of Deep Throat. Here's some recovered footage of the man Deep Throat.
Some individuals believe they are above the law. They need to be brought down. Follow the money. That's where you'll find the evidence.
A new developing story here on April 30th, 1973. Some of the president's closest men, H.R. Haldeman, John D. Ehrlichman, and Attorney General Richard Kleindienst, have taken an unexpected move and resigned from their positions, as well as White House counsel John Dean has been fired. These men were some of Nixon's closest associates, and their moves have surprised many. Good evening, America. A new developing story here on July 25th, 1973. In the past few weeks, more developments have arisen regarding the Watergate case. Special Prosecutor Archibald Cox has been hired to investigate any and all claims regarding Nixon along with the Watergate scandal. Along with these, there are a series of tapes that have been discovered containing conversations between Nixon and many of his top-ranking staff members. Nixon has refused to release any of these tapes as he believes they will reveal too much about his work. Nixon has refused to comply with the special counsel, and the American people are growing tired with Nixon and the Watergate scandal, as he believes he is above the law simply because he is president. Good evening, America. On today, October 20th, 1973, a series of resignations have taken place within the White House staff. After President Nixon ordered Attorney General Elliot Richardson to fire the special prosecutor of the Watergate case, Richardson refused and resigned. The same fate fell upon Deputy Attorney General William Ruckelshaus, who was asked to do the same thing. The third person Nixon asked to complete the order, Solicitor General Robert Bork, finally agreed to fire the special prosecutor.
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Hello, this is Chad Flunderman. The date is July 30th, 1974. We'd like to start off this broadcast by first announcing that our past anchor has died. We will miss him dearly. The Supreme Court has come upon the decision in the Nixon versus the United States case. They have come to the result that Nixon must hand over the tapes and that is held so close to his heart. This will help further the impeachment case of the president. Hello, this is Chad Flunderman. The date is August 9th, 1974. The retrospective of the past 2 years brings up the highlights of the scandal back to relevance. It makes us ask the question, will the president ever abuse his power again? Will they start to lose trust of the people they choose to lead just because they are insecure? We hope our next leader will be a strong leadership and leads America to better standing rather to set it off to the side to better its reputation. This has been ASLG News, signing off.
I have never been a quitter. To leave office before my term is completed is abhorrent to every instinct in my body. But as president, I must put the interests of America first.
Hello, America. This is Last Week Late Night Tonight, and I am your host, Red E. Freddy. And in the wake of Richard Nixon's impeachment and Gerald Ford's inauguration, it appears that President Ford is going to pardon Nixon from all illegal activities regarding the Watergate scandal. This now appears to be the culmination and finale of the last 2 years of political turmoil in the White House. This now gives us some time for America to ask itself a series of questions. Are politicians, or anyone for that matter, able to be above the law, or are all men that are created equal treated equally in the court of law? What systems need to be put in place to allow a more transparent and forthcoming government so that its people cannot be left in the dark? Also, how will politicians learn from this event? Will they attempt to fix and clean a broken and corrupt system? Or will they simply find more secretive ways to hide their actions? And finally, a question I don't think any of us can answer. What's next for America? This is your host reminding you, stay classy, America.